Or don't tell him those things. I definitely didn't tell Rashad any of Danielle's business, nor do I know her business, and I would never do that. The way Danielle has been treating me, talking about me, disrespecting me, has gone on for far too long, and I'm not going to sit here and let somebody play in my face every time they see me. Enough is enough. Oh, yeah. Come on, Megan. I don't want the money.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. Flowers going to go in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and 6.
Go check. Ready.
A first carry for Rashad White. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Trap 60, 70 Rangers, Dragon 60.
Here's Hooker to throw it. He's got his line back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Big Lion. Panther Street.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Hooker. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Go, Reed, go!
Across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Second down and 4.
Hey, flipper!
They run again with Breida. And the defense closes quickly there. They'll get maybe a yard to the 33. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down at 7. Run between the tackles with Breida. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Cousins from the gun on third. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
First carry now for David Montgomery. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
First down, Commanders.
Now a give running left is Breida. And he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First and goal, Washington.
So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Patrick Ricard. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Commanders will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Now, on the return, the Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
On the ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 2 yards to go, second down.
8 yards. At the 26-yard line.
Now Hooker. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
3rd and 2. Here's Hooker. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
On first down, here's Breida. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 50 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. Here's a 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Breida, they'll go up the middle, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Left thing 19.
Hooker. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing. Hooker. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39. Hooker now off play action. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. This 2nd and 4.
At the 45-yard line.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This now a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Hooker's going to throw it. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Buffalo 18.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He's got his man. It's White. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title. And they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Falcons, 0.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fights off the tackle at the 20. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Falcons, 0.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9.
Freeze!
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Third down and 13.
Hey, flipper!
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
This nigga DB's playing tight, sticky coverage. He got that crazy D-line. I ain't got
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Okay.
Nolan Smith coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I lost to this nigga the first time.
Looking to throw, Hooker. That is caught by Dell. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down, here's White. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
1st down throw here. It's Hooker. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. Got his man, Dell. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, Hooker. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get him back with a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra.
Brandon Cooks. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Washington.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Hooker. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd.
Getting hit every throw. Every throw, don't matter. 5-man pressure. 5-man protect. 6-man protect.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
18, Rattler, 18, hurt. Warrior 70. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Hooker going to try and throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Now a give to Breida. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 79 yards rushing here for Breida. This is a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Black.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Matt Breida. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
31, Falcons 3. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker. That's complete to Dell. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is born. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now Hooker going to chase things up a bit. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
19.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Hooker. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Washington on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hooker. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
19 tight.
Bourne going to go in motion left.
7 Pirates.
Trying to throw again here. Hooker. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. He juked him. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield. On the handoff, this is Breida. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now an end around his Cousins will just pop this forward. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
19 Lions.
Throwing. Hooker. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Now it's Breida. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down.
He was brought down
Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
They go counter with Breida. And some room to maneuver. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get